Show you all recipients, civil services in waiting, and now come to discuss the questions. A form of matter has no fixed shape, but it has a fixed volume. An example of this form of matter is she. You all know we have the three forms of the matter. प्रदान की तीन अवस्थाएं होती है सॉलिड इसमें शेप साइज दोनों फिक्स्ड होते हैं लिक्विड जिसमें शेप इंडेफिनिट होते हैं और गैस जिसमें शेप साइज दोनों ही इंडेफिनिट होते हैं। सो इसको आप देखेंगे ऑप्शंस में क्लियर है, राइट क्वेश्चन है केरोसिन। So kerosene is a liquid, and liquid has so-called the fixed volume but indefinite shape. So this is the right option. Now come to the question 4. A drop of water is spherical in shape. This is due to state question है surface tension. Surface tension क्या है? It is the property of the liquid due to which it tries to minimize its surface area. Okay. So look at this one. With reference to the mechanical properties of solids, which of the following statements are correct, right? अब आप देख लीजिए इसमें the Young's modulus of rubber is greater than that of steel. The stretching of a coil is determined by its shear मॉडुलस। अब सी है इसमें क्या है कि दोनों में अब देखने का ऑप्शन देख ले कि ओनली टू कैरेक्ट, नाइदर वन कैरेक्ट नॉट टू, बोथ वन टू, ओनली वन, या कि इसमें क्या होगा कि ओनली टू विल बी करेक्ट। क्योंकि इसमें क्या होगा, पहला में क्या है स्टील इज मोर इलास्टिक देन रबर, यहाँ उल्टा है स्टील इज मोर इलास्टिक देन रबर, इसलिए तो गलत होगा ही। सो द स्ट्रेचिंग ऑफ ए coil is determined by its shear modulus. Right response is only 2. The raindrops are spherical. Again, this is the state question. Spherical क्यों होता है? It's because of the surface tension. C option है। और surface tension के बारे में मैंने बताया कि surface tension is a property of the matter due to which it tries to minimize its surface area. देखिए this one, the tendency of a liquid drop to contract and occupy minimum surface area is due to surface tension. ये definition नहीं है. So right response is A. And now come to this one. While spits on water surface, because क्यों? While is denser than water? No. While is less dense than water? No. Surface tension of oil is more than water? No. Surface tension of oil is less than that of water. This is the right response. D. Remember. Come to this. A spherical form of raindrop is due to spherical sub raindrop का ये भी स्टेट क्वेश्चन है due to surface tension. Come to this. Kerosene while floats on water because its density is greater than The density of water, no. Its density is less than the density of water. Its density is equal to that of the density of water. None of the above. In fact, B is the right response. Kerosene oil floats on water because its density is less than the density of water. Remember. The pressure inside a soap bubble is more than atmospheric pressure, less than atmospheric pressure, equal to atmospheric pressure, half of the atmospheric pressure. ये डी भी गलत है, सी भी गलत है, डी भी गलत है. राइट रेस्पॉन्स क्या है? ए है. इनफैक्ट क्या होता है कि आपका प्रेशर इनसाइड शॉप बबल इज, क्या रखिएगा, P इज इक्वल टू 40 बाई R. इतना ज्यादा होता है साबुन के बुलबुले के अंदर. P प्रेशर, T सरफेस टेंशन, R is the radius of the bubble. Remember, P is equal to 40 by R. This is the excess pressure inside the shop bubble, right? Now, come to this question. What happens when some chase is placed on a soap bubble? साबुन के soap bubble, sorry. What happens when some charge is placed on a soap bubble? तो ये डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है. Its radius increases. याद रख लीजिएगा ये. Remember this. Now this one. If two bubbles of soap of different diameter come in contact with a tube, then what will happen? The size of both the bubbles will remain the same. The smaller bubble will become, ये नहीं होगा. The smaller bubble will become smaller and bigger. The bigger will become bigger. The smaller bubble will become larger and larger will become smaller. To get the same size, ये भी नहीं होगा. Both bubbles will burst as soon as they come in contact. ये भी नहीं होगा. The right response आपका B होगा, याद रखिएगा. So let us complete the answer. If two bubbles of soap of different diameter come in contact with a tube, then what will happen? क्या होगा? The smaller bubble become smaller and bigger bubble will become bigger. This is the right answer. You see, two wires of a same material and dimensions as mentioned below are stressed by a load of same magnitude separately, which one of them will be elongated maximum? See, wire of 1 meter length and 2 meter diameter, no. Wire of 2 meter length and 2 meter diameter, no. Wire of 3 meter length and 1.5 meter diameter. Wire of 1 meter length and 1.1 meter diameter, no. Right response is C. C. This question, a hydrogen inflated polythene balloon is released from the surface of the earth. As the balloon rises in an altitude up in the atmosphere, it will, क्या होगा देख लीजिए, decrease in size, no. Fatten into disc-like shape, no. Increase in size, maintain the same size and shape, no. The right response is C. Consider the following statement. If there are no phenomenon of capillarity, then see here, it would be difficult to use a kerosene lamp. ये सही है statement. Next है हमारा, one would not be able to use a straw to consume the soft drink. One would not be able to use a straw to consume a soft drink. आगे देखते हैं. The blotting paper would fail to function. ये right है. The big trees that we see around would not have grown on the earth. ये भी सही है. यानी कहने का अर्थ है ये हमारा ये this response है, one would not be able to use a straw to consume a soft drink. ये भी सही है. No, one would not be able to use a straw to consume if there were no phenomenon of capillarity. The right response is this one. B is not correct, so the right response is D. Look at this. When an air bubble at the bottom of lake rises to the top, it will increase in size, decrease in size, maintain its size, flatten into disc-like shape. No, ये भी नहीं होगा, ये भी नहीं होगा, ये भी नहीं होगा. A is the right answer. So remember, when an air bubble at the bottom of lake rises to the top, it will increase in size. For which one of the following capillarity is not the only region? तो आप देख लें, is not only region. Blotting of ink, rising of underground water, the speed of water drop on a cotton cloth, rising of water from the roots of a plant to its foliage. क्या बोल रहे हैं कि which one of the following capillarity is not the only region. ठीक है. Here the right response is D. क्योंकि blotting of ink, rising of underground water as speed of water drop on a cotton cloth. This is the rising of water from the roots of a plant to its foliage. ये क्या है आपका capillary is not the only region है, तो ये कंफर्म करता है. अब आते हैं, हम देखते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन को. While traveling to explain the ink of the pen starts to come out. Due to decrease in air pressure, due to increase in air pressure, due to increase in volume of ink, due to excessive load, ये भी नहीं होगा, ये भी नहीं होगा, ये भी नहीं होगा, यानी B, C, D are not correct, so the right response is A, remember. Kerosene rises in the wick of the stove is due to, say, a surface tension. याद रखिएगा, direct question है ये. In automobile, hydraulic brakes work on. ये जो वर्क करता है, आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल नो, न्यूटन लॉस ऑफ मोशन नो, बर्नौलीज प्रिंसिपल नो, पास्कल लॉ ये पास्कल लॉ पे काम करता है, याद रखिए. सो राइट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी in automobile, hydraulic brakes work on Pascal law. Remember. In a capillary tube, if fluid rises more as compared to water, it is due to क्यों होता है? अब fluid is more viscous than that of water. No. Temperature of fluid is more than that of water. No. Surface tension of fluid is less than that of water. No. Surface tension of fluid is more than that of water. This is the right response. So remember, in a capillary tube where fluid rises more as compared to water, it is due to surface tension of fluid is more than that of water. This one. A shedding fall in barometer reading indicates that weather will be stormy weather. याद रखिएगा, that question है ये. A sudden fall in barometer reading indicates that the weather will be stormy weather. Right response is A. Here, consider the figure of a fountain with 4 holes given below. ये चार जो है, say 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one of the holes in the fountain will throw the water farthest? किससे बहुत दूर तक क्या होगा, पानी जाएगा. राइट, अब देख लीजिए 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 से क्या होगा, ये काफी दूर तक पानी जाएगा, याद रखिएगा. राइट रेस्पॉन्स इज डी. इसको देखिए, which with the rise of temperature the viscosity of liquid. ये भी राइट क्वेश्चन हमारा, लिक्विड का विस्कोसिटी घट जाता है. डी इज द राइट आंसर. Then come to this one. The highest viscosity among the following is of. इसमें विस्को सबसे अधिक विस्कोसिटी किसका है, देख लीजिए. वाटर का, एयर का, ब्लड का, हनी का. राइट रेस्पॉन्स जो है हमारा डी होगा. डी. रिमेंबर. This question, which one of the following is most viscous? कौन सा विस्कस सबसे अधिक है? अल्कोहल, वाटर, गैसोलीन. सबसे अधिक हनी का है, मधु का. देखिए इसमें चाहिए, इस क्वेश्चन देख लीजिए. In cold weather, the aquatic animals survive even when water at the top layer of the lake freezes into ice. Because क्यों होता है? They can breathe in ice though. They can enough of accumulated oxygen inside them. No. Their body structure is such that they can survive without oxygen. No. Water has the highest density at 4 degrees Celsius. That is the right response. And this is due to the anomalous expansion of water. Anomalous expansion of water. Now देखते हैं इसको. assertion है, with the increase of temperature, the viscosity of glycerin increases. Assertion है, reason है, a rise of temperature increases kinetic energy of molecules. अब देखिए इसमें क्या क्या है, इसमें कौन सही है और कौन फॉल्स है. हम देखिए इसमें ये both A and R are true and R is a correct explanation of a no. both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. No. A is true, but R is false. No. In fact, A is false, but R is true. Remember, that is rise of temperature increases the kinetic energy of molecule. This is true, but the upper one, with the increase of temperature, the viscosity of glycerin increases. यह हमारा गलत है. देखते हैं क्वेश्चन को. Fish can survive in a frozen lake because. दिस क्वेश्चन है, ये स्टेट क्वेश्चन है. ये आंसर देख लिया हम लोग. Fish are warm blooded animals. No. Fish having it in ice. No. Water near the bottom does not freeze. This is right option, क्योंकि ये भी एनोमेलस एक्सपेंशन ऑफ वाटर के चलते होता है. राइट. इसको देखते हैं. The surface of a lake is frozen in severe winter, but the water at its bottom is still liquid. Why? ये भी क्या है? एनोमेलस एक्सपेंशन ऑफ वाटर के चलते हैं. इसमें राइट रेस्पॉन्स हो जाएगा सी. The density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius. Remember. Increasing the amount of a substance does not change its. अगर increasing the amount of a substance does not change its, क्या चीज को नहीं बदलता है ये? वॉल्यूम को तो बदल जाएगा, वेट ही बदल जाएगा, ये भी बदल जाएगा. और डज नॉट चेंज, डेंसिटी को चेंज नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि डेंसिटी डी इज इक्वल टू मास डिवाइडेड बाय वॉल्यूम. When water is heated from 0 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius, its volume. अब देखिए ये increases no, decreases no, does not change no, first decreases and then increases. This is the right response. Now this question, at which temperature density of water is maximum? ये तो black question है. 4 degrees Celsius. Anomalous expansion of water. इसको देखते हैं हम लोग. The maximum density of water is at, अब ये 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर होता है, तो आप जोड़ लीजिए कि हमें क्या है, केल्विन में निकालना है. तो आपका जो केल्विन टेम्परेचर जो होता है, T इज इक्वल टू T डिग्री सेल्सियस प्लस 273.16 होता है. ठीक है, जो कि 273 माना जाता है. तो अब क्या है, हमको केल्विन में निकालना है ये. और यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर कब होता है? 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस. ठीक है, और तब क्या है, 0 रखना है यहाँ पे. इसमें कौन सा आंसर आ जाएगा देख लीजिए. सॉरी, 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर होता है. वेरी सॉरी, जीवन में 4 डिग्री सेल्सियस पर होता है. तो 4 जोड़ दीजिएगा, 73 में कितना हो जाएगा हमारा? 77 हो जाएगा, याद रखिएगा. इसलिए राइट रेस्पॉन्स इज बी. Then come to this one. What changes will be the volume of water? So if the temperature is lowered from 9 degrees Celsius to 3 degrees Celsius. देखिए, the volume will not change. No. The volume will first increase and then decrease. No. The volume will first decrease and then increase. This is right response. Right? इसको देखते हैं. What is the law? What is the law in which, under the same conditions of temperature and pressure, equal volumes of all gases are contain equal number of molecules. तो ये डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है, अब गेडोज नंबर याद रखिएगा डी. Come to this one. The density of water will reach the maximum value at the temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. That question है enormous expansion of water, right? Now come to this one. This one. In which of the following conditions distance between molecules of carbon dioxide filled in a container may increase on increasing the volume of container, on leakage of some carbon dioxide gas from the container, on increasing its pressure in the container, on adding more carbon dioxide gas in container without changing its size, right? Now this is wrong, this is wrong, so first one is right. So the right response is D. D means this one. These are the two responses. Options: one, increasing the volume of container, on leakage of some carbon dioxide gas from the container. So that's all for this lecture. Thank you.